The Order of the Gathas. It is not known in what order the Gathas were composed. Their logical connection is equally unknown. That is to say that any order in which these poems are presented is necessarily artificial, but none could be more so than the one in which they are arranged in the Avesta. The principle of this traditional classification is, in fact, purely external, following the practice which is general. In the collection of Persian poetry, they are arranged according to the length of their verses. This leaves us free to try a rearrangement, aiming deliberately at the better orientation of the reader, an arrangement be it stressed purely of convenience, but we believe useful. In Yasna 50, pages 27 to 33, Zarathustra puts his trust in the triad and asks its help in temporal and spiritual matters. He tells again and again how he will praise it. I will call myself your praiser, thus he will work at the renewal of existence. Yasna 48, pages 34 to 39, shows by what means this reform of the world will be realized. It will be the work of the devotion and the dominion. The righteous will be the authors of this renewal. They will be the saviors of the peoples. Yasna 34, pages 40 to 47, Zarathustra prays for the coming of this renewal. Through your dominion, O Lord, do you make existence truly renewed according to thy will. Yasna 33, pages 48 to 55, first concerns the present existence and then defines the future role of Zarathustra, the mission to which he feels himself called. This role is illustrated by the Gatha of the Oxal, Yasna 29, pages 56 to 61. Here he introduces himself into the general drama of existence. Zarathustra, the priest, secures the protection of the mighty for the herdsman. Yasna 44, pages 63 to 73. Continues the theme in the form of a series of questions to the Lord. Zarathustra seeks information on the progress of the world as the Lord has willed it from the birth to the better existence. Then, while claiming not without threats his wages as a priest, he anxiously, what will be the success of his mission? Yasna 46, pages 74 to 83. The first shows him anything but share of his success. Deprived of means of protection, he has no choice but flight. But later he finds followers and even a protector, Prince Vistaspa. He prays for them and promises prosperity to them all if they help him to renew this world. In the whole of Yasna 28, pages 84 to 89, he prays again for them as well as for himself. He begs the triad for the successes of both worlds. Lastly, he asks for the power to teach mankind how the beginning of existence came to pass. This power is granted to him in Yasna 45, pages 90 to 97. He does preach to the crowd that has come from far and near on the origin of things and the summary of the doctrine. He successfully presents it in the order the entities, then the listeners join him in glorifying the Lord. The whole Yasna 47, pages 98 to 101 is devoted to the Lord. Beginning with the first words of each of the 6 stanzas, the Lord is present in them in the form of the Holy Spirit. This Spirit is the creator and ruler of the world, but his designs have been crossed by the wicked. Therefore he will distribute good and evil rewards among them, the righteous. This prospect with a desire for reward must urge mankind to decide to choose. This choice is modeled on the original choice, that is, the subject of Yasna 30, pages 102 to 107. The two twin spirits have met and oppose each other, then the false gods have chosen, and it is now the turn of each man. The account of the original option is balanced by the announcement of its final consequence. The ruin of the wicked and the success of the righteous in their renewed existence, Yasna 31, pages 108 to 117, is a second Gatha of choice which develops and completes the preceding one. The general composition and the name, the body of the poem is divided into the Genesis and Apocalypse. Yasna 32, pages 118 to 125, is connected with the 2 preceding ones and forms within a group dominated by the idea of the choice. Here it is the wise Lord himself who chooses. He chooses the righteous and rejects the false gods and their followers, especially the sacrificers of the ox, Grama, and others. Zoroaster attacks yet another enemy of the Lord, Banva. In the 2 first stanzas of Yasna 49, pages 126 to 131, the body of the poem is devoted to contrasting the future fate of the righteous with that of the wicked. Yasna 43, pages 132 to 139, casts a retrospective glance at Zarathustra's religious experience. He gives as it were, a historical account of the divine election. How has the holiness of the Lord revealed itself to the prophet? He has seen the ordering of the world according to the doctrine of rewards, from the birth of existence to the last turning point. Then the Lord came to him, each declared himself to the other. They exchanged promises, doctrines, and commands. At the end of Zarathustra calls the shining dominion with his prayers. The good dominion is the subject of Yasna 51, pages 148 to 149. Zarathustra is determined to bring about its coming. He counts up the first those who want to hinder him and shall be punished. He then those who will help him and shall receive their reward. The hymn ends with a prayer and homage to the dispensers of all holiness and salvation, the united immortals, right, good, devotion, dominion, wise Lord. The Marriage Gatha, Yasna 53, pages 151 to 157, takes its place after the others as a matter of course, as it is not by Zarathustra himself. It throws light on the beginning of the fate of the religion after the death of the founder.